YouTubers, family and friends, welcome back to the channel. I'm out here in front of my hotel in St. George, Utah. It's nice and cool here, way cooler compared to Las Vegas. And welcome back to the channel. Sorry it's been a few days since I was able to do a video, but I'm in here in St. George for a couple days, and I got some Social Security business to do here, and it's about a 2-hour drive from Las Vegas, Nevada, to St. George, Utah here. And just a tip I kind of mentioned in another video is that it don't matter where you are in the United States as far as visiting a Social Security office. As long as you're a U.S. citizen, you can visit any office in the entire country of the United States that you want, regardless of where your address is in the U.S. So, and the reason I say that is because 4 to 6 weeks out, sometimes longer, to get an appointment in some of these Social Security offices. So you have to shop around to the best location with with an appointment that'll fit your needs. So here's behind the hotel, St. George. So it's real cool and beautiful this morning. It's very welcome from Las Vegas. The last, what has it been, about 6 days now since I've been back in the U.S. And so far the trip's been pretty good. I've made some connections to old friends and family with my 81-year-old mother. Her health is in bad condition, but her health is in bad condition, but it's not as bad as I thought. It's just that there's things been bothering her, and she has had no one to help her with. So I did some shopping for her, and we touched base on a lot of stuff that's going on in her life. And she's in an assisted living home, and there's some unfortunate things going on there, and that are private. I can't really elaborate on, that I have to take care of here in the next week or so. But for right now, the mission for tomorrow is when my appointment is at the Social Security office here. So this is kind of a rest day for me, and get to know the area a little bit. Maybe do a recon from the hotel here to the Social Security office, so I know the route and I'm familiar with it. And I have lots of just stacks of information that Social Security agent there is going to want to see, so I can prove different people in my family that are going to be also receiving benefits now that I've applied for Social Security. So that's the things that need to be done. So that's why I'm here. Then this next week is going to be all about going way in the remote areas of the desert mountains of Nevada, and going to DMV, Department of Motor Vehicles offices, so I can try to get my Nevada driver's license. So I did rent a car. I don't know if you guys saw or not. I rented this car right here. It's a 2025 Toyota RAV4 SUV. It's a pretty nice, comfortable car, but I think I'm paying like $47 a day, and it's like $30 a day, but it's $17 a day for liability insurance. And then collision and that other type of comprehensive insurance is paid by my credit card that I use to get the car. So yeah, it's a nice car. It's an all-wheel drive car, and it's like $15, I noticed, to drive from Las Vegas to here. So it gets about 32 is what I average on my mileage, 32 miles a gallon. So, and when you're, doing this kind of remote adventuring, it's really good to have a good, dependable vehicle, even though it's expensive. I got that for 14 days. I can bring it back at any time I want during the 14 days, and then they prorate it down, but it was $850 for 14 days with that car. And then, of course, you have to pay your own gasoline. And then it would be cheaper per month if you have your own insurance that you can apply to that car. So you wouldn't have to pay the $17 a day that they charge. So, yeah, so it's very beautiful here this morning. And the sun's just starting to come up. And I hope you're all going to have a great day. And that's about all I can inform you about right now about my journey, but I sure appreciate all your guys' interest and well wishes, and I'll come back with another video. I had a great thing that happened to me, and I'll explain the story a little bit right now, and then you guys can watch the video I'm going to post after this one of an event that happened. I slept in my car for one night. The night before this last night, on Saturday night, because the hotels are way more expensive on Friday and Saturday night. So I figured I would sleep in my car one night. So I did, and a safe place to park in Las Vegas is at the casinos, because they have security, and as long as you're not making a problem for security, they usually leave you alone. And so you can just walk in and out of the casino and use the restroom, or they have food courts in there and coffee shops and all that, right? So it's a really convenient place if you guys need to stay in your vehicle, sleep in your van or whatever for a night or two between your adventuring different places, right? I try to get a hotel when I can, and during the weekday those rates are the best prices. So what happened was I went in the casino about midnight Saturday night, and I had to go to the restroom, right? So I went to the restroom, and I come out of the restroom, and there's these video machines right in front of the restroom area, and it was like something was saying, play me. So I had no intention whatsoever of playing any gambling at all. And I said, well, maybe I'll sit here just for a few minutes. Maybe I'll put in 100, which is a lot for me right now because I'm on a tight budget, right? And I'm using my credit cards, and until I get my Social Security, I'm really low on funds. So I said, okay, I'll try a little bit here. And so I used to play Keno and video poker. Those are the two games I enjoyed playing the most when I used to live in Las Vegas years ago. So I sat down and I saw a Keno, and it was a penny machine, right? So 1 penny you can play Keno. So I played 4-card Keno. So I guess the lowest bet you can make is 4 cents, because it's a penny machine. If you have 4 cards, you have to bet 1 penny on each card, right? Well, the maximum bet is 200 pennies, so that's $2. And usually, if you know anything about how these machines work, the best payoffs, of course, happen if you're maxed out on your bet. So I said, okay, $2 is really not that bad. But every time you push the button, that's $2 you spend, right? So I put in my numbers. I put in a 5 spot, a 6 spot, a 7 spot, and an 8 spot. And it's multi-card. It was multi-card Keno. It wasn't 4-card Keno. Multi-card is 20 cards, right? So I put 5 cards on my 5 spot, 5 cards on my 6 spot, 5 cards on my 7 spot, 5 cards on my 8 spot. And then I started to play, and I kid you not, and I'll post the video, that about I spent about $10, which is like 5 spins, 5 times pushing the button, and the 7-spot hit. So that's 7-spot hit with max bet times 5, because there's 5 cards that had the 7-spot on it. And I'll post the video to see how much, you can see how much I hit and I've won on that jackpot. So stay tuned until that video. I love you guys and take care. Bye-bye.